This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. We're at Ellen Road here for the final press conference of Selby-Warrington. Joined by Frank Warren. Frank, it's a great coat you have on.
Do you like that? It's
Yeah.
called a jacket, not a coat.
Coat, jacket.
Your one's nice as well.
Yeah, Stone Island.
Stone what?
Yeah, just to fit in with some of the people up there apparently.
Oh, was that what they did? Oh,
Apparently
I'll get
so.
one of them badges and put it on the side of this.
Yeah, Saturday night, this place will be absolutely rocking.
It will be. Well, we'll be rocking in more ways than one. We've got the Kaiser Chiefs on playing a set and also playing Josh into the ring. So it will be. I mean, I think the hairs are going to be on the back of your neck with the atmosphere.
25,000 odd in here,
Yep.
So plenty to...
Not bad, is it?
No, not bad at
Well,
all.
we worked hard and Leeds have been fantastic in helping us promote the event, and we've got a great fight. So it is a good fight. It's a quality fight.
A few people obviously split between opinion who's going to win the fight. A lot of people seeing, I suppose, Selby as the favourite in this.
Yeah, I think all the bookmakers got him down as favourite, and you can expect that. But I fancy my man.
The 12th man, shall we say, the crowd here, how much of a factor will that be?
Big thing. You always want to do the business in front of your crowd, and they bring you on. When you're away from home, sometimes the crowd can get you. I don't know whether it will get to. It's not about the crowd getting to Lee. It's about the crowd behind.
Yeah.
Behind Josh, and it's about the crowd. What he's going to pull out for that crowd. There is his fans. It's going to get more out of him. Get another probably 25% out of him. It's going to be a hard fight. It's a tough fight. It's got points written all over it, I think, and it's going to be one of those fights where it's going to be fought at a high pace, high tempo. As soon as that first bell goes, that the way Josh fights, he's got a great work rate, and he'll be taking the fight to Lee. And from there on, I think we're just going to see something a little bit special, as I said.
This was Josh Warrington's dream for quite a number of years to fight for a world title here at Ellen Road, and you've delivered that to him, Frank.
I said I would, and that's what we've done.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. Yeah, that's what we said we'd do, didn't we?
You did, absolutely. You said it, and you did it. Yeah. So yeah, it's up to Josh, but obviously, Lee Selby's not going to be leaving here without a massive fight.
Well, it's going to be Josh's dream to win the title in front of his home fans, and maybe it might be Lee's nightmare to have agreed to come here. We'll find out on the night.
We know Frampton will be here.
Yep.
Saturday night. Obviously, I'm assuming not still, because obviously in August you're still looking to what's going to go on then. But this is a big factor. What happens here Saturday night?
Well, we'll see what happens on Saturday. We'll see the outcome of the fight, and then we'll obviously work on it. It's no secret. Carl will be fighting in Belfast on the 18th of August. Again, we said that we'd deliver to him. We've done that. It's another stadium show, and he'll be there. And I think this fight on Saturday is going to have an impact on where we, what we decide we're going to do.
Is that is there still the possibility of the 18th and the 25th, or is it just narrowed down to the 18th now?
No, it's narrowing down to the 18th, the way things are looking at.
Okay. Saturday night should be interesting. What else is happening, Frank, in the world of Frank Warren?
Well, what's happening in our world? Lots of good things. Liam Smith, WBO have ordered the new champion, Mexican, has got to defend. We got 30 days to agree terms, or it goes out the first bid. So that's happened. It's just a shame that Liam wasn't in the ring, was it? With Ali, it'd have been a great. I think he would have done the same thing. But the Mexican, he's a good puncher. He comes to fight, as we've seen, and I think it's a tough fight. But I really do think that Liam's got a good boxing brain. Plus he can punch. Plus he can fight. And I think it's a fight he can win and regain his title.
So you've got 30 days. Obviously, is there a chance that fight could be brought over here?
Don't know yet. We've not even got into the negotiations. We only got the notification yesterday, so we'll work on that probably the end of this week, early next week.
When do you think that fight likely to take place?
September.
September?
Yeah, August, September.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a good fight. It's a quality fight.
Definitely. Been monitoring the Canelo and Golovkin situation, I suppose you...
Yeah, I keep looking at it, and the more I look at it, I'm wondering whether the fight will actually take place in September. I think Canelo will fight in September. I'm sure Golovkin will if he doesn't get a shot. But maybe there. What would I do if I was in Canelo's position? He's coming off this ban. He wasn't due to fight anyway till September. Does he want to see Golovkin get a little bit more older? I don't know. Be interesting to see. But the bottom line is, You know, Billy Joe Saunders is there. I thought HBO guy was, and HBO were very disingenuous to him in that after-fight interview they did after Golovkin's fight. Didn't even mention his name, yet he went over there and kicked their man's arse, HBO's man's arse out there, and in Lemieux. Done a great job, and they didn't even mention him. All they talked about is Daniel Jacobs and Charlos. Our man's the champion. You know, what is that all about?
But I see WBC have removed Canelo from the rankings because he hasn't signed up to the program, the drug testing program.
I mean, they put some explanation. You know, so if he hasn't, that's their rules and regulations. You're not signed up to it, then that's what it is. He's going to fight in September. Whatever happens, who's faced him is going to be. I think it's more interesting. Is it going to be Golovkin, or is it going to be somebody else?
It's a long time till September as well. So
yeah. There's lots of fights on before September. Some really good shows coming.
Absolutely. Yeah, Frank, a word on this $1 billion deal from
Matchroom.
From Matchroom, but it's good for the sport, surely, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not knocked it. I think it's brilliant for the sport. You know, I mean, I don't know if it's an 8-year deal or a 2-year deal or an 8-year deal or a 2-year break. Who knows? It's basically starting from scratch. They got some money behind them. Perform Group, I know that, but you know, you need fighters to do that. I'm sure they'll be working hard to sign some fighters up and move on this, but the big name fighters, the big fighters out there in the States who draw, are all signed up with other promoters at the moment. So I don't know how that's going to work, but you know, let them get on with it. That's their thing. You know, they've said the pay-per-view's dead in America. I'm right, and they said pay-per-view finished now, and it's all about streaming. And all I know is that Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, I think they generated around, is it $500 million in their last fight on pay-per-view, 450 to 500,000. That's half that $1 billion budget. So you can't write off pay-per-view. You know, it's there. People for a big fight will pay to watch it. We'll see how it all develops. Boxing's about. It's about the fighters. It's about delivering the fights and the fights the fans want to see. They need to sign some fighters up over there. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Who knows? And whatever they're doing. I'm not concerned with it. All I'm concerned with is what we do and the fights that we're putting on. And we're putting on some good fights, and we're working closely with some American promoters. And we'll be making an announcement in the next 3 or 4 weeks as to what we'll be doing, which will be quite interesting, and I'm sure everybody will be pleased with.
We'll look forward to it.
We will.
Anything else you want to add, Frank?
What else do we want to talk about? Tyson's in good shape.
Any news on when the opponent could be named?
Yeah, there should be some news after this fight. He's looking in fantastic condition. He's got himself really well, and more importantly, he's in a really good place mentally. So I'm really looking for it. And the one thing I've got to say is hats off to Lomachenko, who for me is the best fighter I've seen since Sugar Ray Leonard. That's without a doubt. You know, when you look at him and his 12th fight, to go up a weight, he's going through the weights, by the way, he's now gone up another weight, and then give away 14 pounds on the night. It's like going up 2 or 3 weights with the junior divisions, going up that far, standing toe-to-toe with a guy, and doing what he did. I mean, he is something special. He just knocks the fight out of him. And, you know, Linares was in there to win. He was trying hard as he could, but he just knocked the fight out of him at the end. I mean, he is a phenomenal fighter. He's got great rhythm, great balance, the angles he comes up with. You know, I think he's just a special guy for doing what he's done and winning all these titles and going up through these divisions in 12 fights is just phenomenal. I can't see anybody ever doing that.
It was a brilliant fight anyway.
Oh, I'd love to get him over in the UK. I'd like to get him over here and get him in a fight over here.
You've got Rigondeaux over here.
Yeah, well, I'm talking to Bob Arum, and we'll see what we can do. But we want to bring him over here. We definitely want to bring him over to the UK. It'd be great for the British fans to see who I feel is a modern-day legend already in 12 fights. Can you imagine 12 fights and where he's at? This guy is just unbelievable.
Frank Warren, thank you very much for talking to iFall TV. I'm sure we'll catch up with you. It's only the start of the week, so
It is. There's plenty on, so we'll keep going, and it's going to be good, isn't it, on Saturday?
what's that?
It's going to be good on Saturday.
It is, yeah.
Looking good, sun's out.
Where are
We
you
got
going
the
to be?
weather.
Where are you going to be set, Frank?
Right in the centre circle.
Right in the centre. Not up in the tiers.
No. That's, I can't. Not with my eyes. What are you doing? You're running the line.
Yeah. Thanks, Frank.
So,